Alright, I'm going to make a video of a transmission cooler on a 1G DSM. I towed a trailer with my little 1G here, and I noticed that the temperatures got awfully hot, around 235 degrees on a roughly 75 ambient day. It just got too hot, and I was running shock-proof light, and it destroyed the fluid. Couldn't get into gears, started blocking that, and I replaced the fluid literally 1 month before I do it, and the car was shifting great until I drove it. So I want to do some road racing with the car, I want to do some towing with the car, so that wasn't going to work. So, bucket list item, take the front bumper cover off. I bought a pump. This thing's pretty large. It's about the only place you can really mount it unless you just don't care about putting it in the engine bay somewhere. But I put it right there. Those are some of the specs. And I believe this is a automatic 1G cooler. I don't know. I had a friend give me a couple coolers years ago. Just got it nestled up in here and mounted. I used one of the stock fog light bolts. There's one there and there. Wiring's pretty simple. Your power ground. Actually used a factory power window relay. Actually started with a 15 amp because the thing only said max at 10 amps, but it burned up a 15 amp in about 30 seconds the first time I tested it. So that's not gonna fly. It still gets really warm. I may look into that a little more, but I mean, it's a 30 amp fuse and a 30 amp circuit when it says it's only a max of 10. So we'll come underneath so we can see what's going on. So it's pretty simple here. Here's your drain. You have a fitting, adapter fitting. That 6 line goes out, through, around, into the pump, out of the pump, into the cooler, back down the cooler, back down the line, and return to the fill or overflow check. Now you could run this on a switch. I don't want to run it on a switch. It's just like the radiator. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to worry about it. So all the transmission cases have a spot for the, there's a blank spot here. You drill it. I originally just had the temperature sensor there, but I wasn't going to drill the case again. So I found this nifty little fitting, where I was able to install it, drill it. I had to drill it and tap an 1/8 pipe thread. And then I bought this Dorelli on at 190, off at 180 kit. And that's it. And then I'm going to jumper it so we can turn it on. It's super loud. I would say it is twice as loud as a external fuel pump. It's really loud, so I'll go ahead. I'll have to set this down for a second. I know there's nothing to see, but it's really loud. That's it. There's a transmission cooler. Okay, and one other little thing, I went ahead and overfilled it. I just put 3 quarts in the system. This is all higher. This is all higher than that drain, so I assume most of it's going to drain back into whatever, the bottom of the transmission. On good authority by Zimmer, I was told to run a vent that stupid little rubber ball breather isn't going to work very well. I know, it's really hard to see. Let me try over here. There, underneath, right next to the purple fitting there, you can see the black line. That is just a dash 4 fitting right in the top of the case. And then it just runs over to my breathers that are back behind the firewall there. So pretty simple. He said it starts spitting oil everywhere, which clearly I don't want. So that's it. It's pretty low key. It's pretty clean. You really can't see it too much. I mean, looking from straight down, or that's all you see. So it's not a big clutter. It's not really in your way. No big deal if you have to do a trans swap. That's it. I'll have to drive it and see how well it works.